Welcome back, YouTube. We're here at our little rusty slice of heaven. Got some future project cars hanging out here. We got to figure out what's next. Now, as you've seen in the videos, the dually, she's done, been cruising, very cool. Buick, it's just interior away from being finished. A couple of odds and ends, but that's just how that goes. The K5 is probably going to be put back in timeout. It's giving me trouble again. With all that being said, we need to go ahead and plan for our next project so that we can round up parts, get somewhat of an idea of what it's going to cost, build a budget for it. Yeah, and I just happen to have accumulated several really cool things, and I don't know which one I want to do next. If you've been sticking around on the channel for a little while, when we built the Buick, we actually did a voter's choice, viewer's choice, if you will, on which vehicle to build next. And it was a great response, had plenty of comments. It was really cool. We want to do that again, but this time, instead of having 2 to pick from, we have like 4 to pick from. I have a problem, I know, it's fine. First option we have here is our 1961 Ford Unibody. Really cool truck we picked up from our buddy Robbie at United by Trucks. This one's been hanging out here for about a year or so. For those that don't know, this is one of 3 years they made where the bed and the cab were integrated together. Really neat, very unique. And just to kind of give you a quick explanation of what I envision with this project, it's going to get most likely Scott's independent front suspension, hunkered down real low on some like a 15x8, 15x10 stagger, steel wheel with a factory cap. Going to get some kind of cool powertrain. I don't know, we'll talk about that. Some kind of cool powertrain with a straight shift and a little rowdy camshaft, just kind of like a little like street muscle truck kind of thing. Got great black patinas, needs some rust repair, but I mean that's right in our wheelhouse. That's no problem. This is our first option. Check it out. It's pretty stinking cool. Next option we got this 1968 Stepside C10. Really neat, but if we're being honest, this is the one that I'm least excited about. And the reason I say that is I've built several of these trucks. YouTube is absolutely full of them. The one thing I want to do a little different with this build is I have the idea of doing a build that's the cheapest way to go cruising. I picked this up really, really cheap off of Marketplace. It actually runs and drives, believe it or not. My vision is to do Airride, some probably 22-inch transport steelies with factory caps, very basic sparse interior, engine bay, let's get on the road, go cruising for the least amount of money. It'll be a cool project. I'm going to do it regardless. Whether or not it's next, I don't know. But here's just a little look at it, and yeah, help me decide. Here we have what I think is the coolest project, but also will probably be the most expensive because this is the one that I intend to make the nicest. Reason being, this truck, 1956 Dodge, this belonged to an elderly friend of mine. He passed away. I was able to purchase it from his daughter, along with several other, but this was the crown jewel of the things that I bought. This truck he built while he was going to tech school here in Athens. Has some really cool vintage hot rod touches. He changed the grill to some mystery grill we're not sure about. He built his own bumper guards. He built a spare tire carrier. It's got a lot of really neat vintage hot rod stuff that your budget guy would have done back in the 70s. It's really cool. My vision for this is it will be Airride, probably Detroit steels, probably stock caps. If you don't see a trend here, I mean, come on. I'm a steelies and cap guy. As far as powertrain, this one's going to be very unique. I have a 4BT Cummins, which is a 4-cylinder version of your 12-valve Cummins you see in all these road trucks that are just so popular. I have one of those, so it'll be 4-cylinder turbo diesel with probably like a 4L80 trans, nice automatic overdrive. Super patina on the outside, obviously, but the interior, I mean, it's going to be nice leather, painted well, engine bay painted well, really good bed floor of some kind of cool wood. But this one, like I said, will be the most expensive because it'll be the nicest. And this one's a forever truck for me, so there's also the investment part of it. We'll see. Give me your vote. It's very, very unique. It will get built on the channel one day. It's just depending whether or not it's next. You may have seen the 49 Ford in the background. Don't pay attention to that one. It will get built one day, but that's a long time in the future. I'm in a truck mood at the moment, as you can tell by our fourth option, the most odd option of all. 73 or 4-ish Ford Courier. We've actually already nicknamed this truck Lucky. As you can see, while we've owned it, a pretty substantial sized cedar tree fell right across the topper. Now, it sucks that it fell across the bed topper because I thought that was one of the coolest parts of the truck, but it's lucky because another 2 feet this way, the cab would have been smoked, and there's no way I would have kept or attempted to do anything with this if it would have crushed the cab. Here's Lucky. Lucky's gonna be kind of neat. As you can tell, I'm pretty excited about this one. While following the channel, you've probably noticed my style is typically Steely's cap, static lowered, maybe airbagged, just real simple things. Well, this is gonna be a little different. Now let's think back. Most of my stuff is cruiser stuff, which I love, but there's more than just cruising. Within the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, more people are taking their trucks out and enjoying them in a performance manner. Pro touring trucks, showdown or shootout, autocross competitions, taking them to the mountains. Actually, having more of a performance oriented truck sounds pretty cool, and I like weird stuff. My idea here, let's take this truck, let's take out all the old antiquated suspension. I've actually already purchased, nobody knows about this yet, I've actually already purchased a Miata. Let's say we put all the suspension, motor, trans, maybe a turbo, under this Courier. Now, there's no denying Miatas are some of the best handling cars ever made, at least production wise. Let's just put all that under this truck so we have something that looks cool, handles really well, and is super unique. And it's Patina, so it's right up my alley. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. Do you want to see us build a handling oriented, not a race truck necessarily, but something we can go out and beat on, do autocross, take to the mountains, take drifting, but out of something very unique? Let me know. Tell me what you think about old Lucky here. Well, there you go. 4 options, all pretty different, all pretty cool, at least in my opinion. Let's vote. Tell me what you think. Give me maybe your top 2. I'm gonna go through, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm gonna tally up all the comments, and whatever gets the most votes is what we're gonna build next. So chime in. You want Lucky the Courier that's gonna be a super sporty handling machine? You want the cool cruiser diesel Dodge, the super simple, cheap, basic budget C10, or the kind of muscle truck F100 with a 5 or 6 speed and a rowdy camshaft to go cut circles in? I don't know. Let me know what you want to see next. I appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time.